Hi, this is Kelly, and I wanted to talk to you about the top10s.com/survivalist. If you're not familiar with this is a public voting site where you can vote for your favorite survivalist, and I just thought I'd show you how the ranking is today and talk to you a little bit about this. So, I've lived off-grid since 2012. I'm building a log cabin in the Rockies in Montana for the winter, and then in the spring, summer, and fall, I live off-grid in Alaska. I've lived in my mobile micro home, and I've also just camped as well. So I live it, breathe it, dream it, and I make it happen. And so some of these guys do too, but I just thought I'd point out to you that there's a few of them, I'm not so sure about. Michael Hawk today is listed as number 1. He's a great survivalist. I don't know him personally. I know there's a lot of controversy sometimes around him and some other survivalists that are on this ranking as well. Dave Canterbury from the Pathfinder School, number 2, rightfully so, I would say. I mean, definitely belongs in the top 10. Les Stroud definitely belongs in the top 10. Bear Grylls definitely belongs in the top 10. Morge Kaczynski definitely belongs in the top 10. Ray Mears, in my opinion, he belongs much higher. My former partner from Naked and Afraid, EJ the Skull Crusher Snyder, is number 7. He's been rising up through the ranks as of late, and he's been on Naked and Afraid 3 times, and also a show called, I think 48 Hours, which was a survival show. Cody Lundeen definitely belongs in the top 10. Tom Brown, I'm always confused. I think this is Tom Brown Sr. I'm friends with Tom Brown III. I don't know his father, but I know that I've read a lot of his father's books, and he's definitely been an absolute inspiration for me. And I know he lives it and breathes it. Ron Hood has a lot of followers and is obviously belongs in the top 10 as well. So the rest of these guys, Lofty Wiseman, I don't know. Right now I dropped down to number 12. EJ shot up through the ranks with all of his military fans and Naked and Afraid fans, much higher than myself. I was number 8 for about 2 years, and there's over 70 comments about me on here. I'm the only woman, I think, in the top 30, although I could check. But here's some of the comments. You can vote yourself, and you can make comments on your favorite survivalist. I'm just pretty excited that I'm the top woman survivalist and have been for about, I think, 6 years running. Matt Graham, I think he definitely belongs in the top 10 too. Horace Kephart, don't know him. Tom Coyne, don't know him. George Sears, don't know him. Mark Pugh, I don't know him. Michael James Patrick, don't know him. Creek Stewart, definitely belongs in the top 10. Dave Mitchell, friend of mine, definitely belongs higher than 20. And he was just on Alone. Creek Stewart is the one that's on Fat Guys in the Woods. Chris Wanda, don't know him. Paige McMahon, she'll tell you herself that she's not a survivalist. She is an amazing adventuress. She's a friend of mine, extreme backpacker, yoga instructor. She does write for Survival Magazine, sometimes backpacking sort of articles. So that's why she's on the list with no comments. I mean, from others. She's a great person. She'll tell you herself, though, she's not a survivalist. Jeffy Gear, Travis Johnson, don't know him. Bradford Angier, don't know him. Laura Zera, she made number 26 with 0.5% of the vote, with no comments. Again, she's been on Naked and Afraid. James Mandeville, William Myers, Marty Simon, don't know any of these people. Richard Graves. So I guess I'm not the only woman in the top 30 right now. Paige McMahon and Laura Zera made it up there with no comments. I think a lot of people think because they're on Naked and Afraid, they should be considered a survivalist. I felt I was a survivalist long before I ever did Naked and Afraid, and even if I had never done it. Still have a lot of fans, been to survival classes, been an instructor now for, let's see, almost 9 years. So I'm constantly a student of survival as well. I learn from some of the best, and I learn from people that aren't on this list, and I learn mostly, though, from nature, from the wildlands themselves. But you could really help this voting process. So you just Google the top10s.com/survivalist or survivalist experts. Actually, it looks like it says best survival experts. So it says thetop10s.com best survival experts. But if you Google something to that effect, or you Google thetop10s.com/Kelly Neitlinger, if you choose to vote for me, then you'll find it there. So I don't just, go on TV and think that makes me a survivalist. I live it, breathe it. I live off the grid, and I'm always practicing my skills. I'm heading out right now. So I'm outside every single day in the wilderness, living, breathing, practicing my skills and teaching. So if you feel that I belong on this list and you want to give me a vote, feel free. Thank you very much, and get outdoors, go wild.